Yeah, obviously disappointing loss. Really disappointing first half. Couldn't get anything going offensively in the first half. Credit to OU's defense, but we didn't get much going, run or throwing it. Didn't produce any points. Defensively, gave up 2 scores in the first half. The first one's a tough one because they got a guy slamming into our wide out, and you know, obviously they didn't feel like it was a pick. That's obviously a judgment call, but that's a tough one just because we knew they did that and we were prepared for it and we talked about it, but um, didn't didn't go our way. Obviously, the second one, obviously, we got to play on the sidelines and we got to get the guy on the ground. Got a chance to get him on the ground. Don't get him on the ground. We're worried about the guy stepping out of the game of football's changed a bunch, and you know they throw late hit flags left and right, and we got a guy thinking he's stepping out of bounds and kind of pulls off and doesn't tackle him. Like, should have been a 15-yard game, not a 60-yard touchdown. So frustrating first half from that standpoint. Special teams not good. Miss a short field goal opportunity, which obviously you look at the final score. The field goal would have been nice to have, and kick was low. Penetration it was bad all around. Then second half again doesn't start off good. Kind of starts first half. They get a quick drive. We know everybody's going to empty the bucket in the playbook. Everybody does every week against us. We know that. They fake a bubble. We jump the bubble and they wheel off the bubble and get an easy score. And then we down 21. We end up have a fourth and short. Go for it on a short field. Don't get it, and they run a double move. And we bite on the dig, and they run their dig and go, and next thing you know, you're staring 28-0 hole. So up to that point, haven't done a whole lot good on either side of the ball or ST. And then from that point on, played pretty good football. We got tons of stops, tons of 3-and-outs, a bunch of sacks, got them in third and long, did what we should have been doing the whole time. And then offense got going, and obviously we had to whip the ball around at that point. You're down 20-0. You don't have a lot of time to be wasting time running the football, and obviously threw for 500 yards. I thought Brett played good. There's some plays he'd like to have back. There's some times we had some guys open and he didn't read it right, so he wasn't certainly perfect, but his compete level was off the charts. And again, he competes all the time, so it's not like, but it was just under that. So there was so many times, so many plays that he just didn't give up on. Scramble, bide time, eyes down the field, either tuck in and get us a little something and just get out of the down, or find a guy over and over and over again and just an awesome. And I knew he always plays hard, but just when I watched the tape on the bus on the way home, it's like, the kid, we all have a lesson to learn to compete watching him play that night. And then obviously Jack has a record-setting night, and again, we lost the game, it doesn't matter. As I told Jack after the game, still, you had an amazing night, and sometimes for a receiver to get a record, you have to get down in a game and throw the ball a little bit more. Like, there's also a reason you had all those opportunities we were down, so that doesn't take away from your accomplishment because we lost. It doesn't take away from your accomplishment because we threw a lot. We've been playing football around here a long time, and anytime you set any kind of record, it's hard, and he obviously had an amazing game. So, like I said afterward, really proud, like 28-0, nothing's gone our way. The whole, you mentioned after the game, like nothing, everything that could go against us went against us. And, we didn't create anything on our own, and they got some things done, and we couldn't catch a break, and, we're in the hole we deserve to be in. But at that point, very proud of our kids. Never give up. They never and we got better and better and better and better, and we kept feeling like we're going to catch them. And even along the attempted comeback, there was a lot of we didn't get a couple fourth downs. We had a chance to get an onside. We had two guys clean on the onside that we had it, then we didn't have it, then we had it again, then we didn't have it. So it wasn't like when you outscore them 33-7. Everything just went perfect from then on. We had a lot of bumps in the road that didn't go our way. We still didn't really catch any breaks. But it's like I said, after the game's on me. Our team doesn't come out in the first half and play to the level that we're capable of playing, and that's the responsibility of the head coach. And I am proud we kept fighting and kept digging and kept fighting, got better and better and kept. But at the end of the day, a loss is a loss, and now puts even, we're still in fine position for trying to get, but we don't have any margin for error now. Now you gotta win some games. So you got 2 home games coming up and in a tough road game, but the main thing is you got to find a way to beat Buffalo if at home, and they're a good football team. They're like everybody else in this league, and try to explain to everybody OU's like everybody else in this league. They're not very good. You haven't watched them on tape, and you have no idea what you're talking about when it comes to MAC football. And we talk about everything. Everybody's good. Everybody's good. No one's that much better. Like Ball State won by less than a score over Akron, all right, and Eastern Michigan won by 3 over Toledo, and last night Kent State won by less than a touchdown. And that's every single game of this league. So anyone who thinks you should win this one, you don't understand what's going on. There's no you should win. You should win if you outplay the other team. If you don't outplay the other team, you're not going to win. And there's no one that's that much better that you have to play well. And again, even our game's the story of it. Like, we don't play very good in the first half, and they're good enough to take advantage. Then we played good in the second half, and they didn't play as good in the second half, and we took advantage. And so it's every series you step on the field, the other team's more than capable of. We don't have an Ohio State in this league. We don't have a Alabama in this league that's just going to run roughshod over everybody in the league. That's not how this league's been, and it's not how it's ever going to be. So, but we got to, Buffalo's not feeling sorry for us. They're coming off a disappointing, crazy game too. That was, I say a crazy game, but it's kind of normal in this league. Like, they came off a game that, they were at home and a lot of things didn't go their way, and they came up on the short side of a close game and 1-possession game, and they're going to be coming in here ready for blood and ready to get after us. So,
questions?
Did Ohio do anything offensively or defensively that you didn't anticipate, that you didn't see in the scouting reports or stuff going in?
No, they run a lot. They do a lot of stuff on defense. They're good at disguise, and they do multiple coverages, multiple pressures. They ran them all against us. Obviously, when it became a pass fest, they ran every type of pass coverage they had. So we saw everything. But that all stuff that they do. That's why Ohio's always good. They run their stuff. Offensively, they ran the quarterback probably a little more early than I thought. I thought they'd run the quarterback for sure. I didn't know that they would run the quarterback as much as they did. That was not an issue. The quarterback had one scramble. Other than the design quarterback runs, didn't hurt us at all during the game. And their passing game, they ran, we knew they were going to run double moves. They got us on 2 double moves, and they got us on a pick. They pick all the time. Sometimes it's more legal than other times. And but we knew definitely that they're going to try to pick you. So. No, they didn't really do anything. That's why I always think they're good, because they're really sound, and they do what they do, and they're really good at what they do. And like I said, they're still 11 points from being undefeated. Like, they've the 3 games they lost, they could have won, just like the rest of us. You're gonna play close games, and you either find a way to win them or you find a way not to.
Just how hard is this part of the schedule now, just given what you said, that the MAC is just so competitive and that you never know what you're going to get?
Yeah, Joe, it's what makes it so fun. Week to week, there's no weeks off. There's no easy games. There's no, obviously, winning on the road's hard when you have close games. So obviously having Buffalo at home is something that we're excited about, and getting our 4th home game of the year we're excited about. We've played 6 on 9 on the road, So, but that's what makes the league so good. Like, we understand, our kids understand. Like, it's every week, and you got to play good. If you don't execute on a given play, their team's playing good enough to take advantage of your poor execution. So, but yeah, it's like this every week since I've been in my first couple of years we weren't good enough to be a part of it. But once we got to year 3, like I said, there's not many games where you take your starters out and get to enjoy a victory or loss. Like, it's usually comes down, however it starts, it usually comes down to a play here or play there at the end of the game. That's the way it goes. So it makes it fun to be a part of.
How'd you come out of it physically?
Okay, we'll see. We're getting some, the normal, you get some pictures of some things, and we'll know probably more tomorrow how kids, but I think okay, but we'll see. There's a few things we're concerned about.
Has Buffalo's identity changed at all, just given that Lance Leipold left and Jared Patterson went to the NFL?
Yeah, it's an awesome question, and you would think it would change a lot, but they're kind of cut from the same cloth. They're doing more three down on defense. They were more just base 4-3 team. So defensively, they've definitely changed their identity. Offensively, they do a lot of the same stuff that the old staff did. I don't think by design. I think it's just what they do. They're still running their inside zone. They're still running their split zone. Still run their mid zone. They run some pin and pull. They throw RPOs like they used to. They take their shots down the field just like so. Offensively, even though completely new staff, the old staff compared to the new staff, they have similar philosophies of how to, and they're very persistent at running the ball, and they're very good at running the ball. They've got a good offensive line. They've got 4 backs that are all good. So they are, and that's kind of been a Buffalo trademark of the old staff, was that they were really persistent running the ball, and we're going to wear you down as the game went on, and that's kind of what the new staff's doing too. So from that standpoint, there are some similarities.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thanks.